Hi again, folks. How was the breakout? Are you ready to go from breakout to workout? Yes. As busy CEOs, you're always taking care of customers, your staff, your operations, and it's so easy to forget about taking care of one's well-being. So, to help us incorporate fitness, wellness, and general well-being in our day-to-day, including today, we are joined by fitness guru and session host Laurent Amzallag, owner of FlexPods and ICCC alum located in DC. Laurent is certified through NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and speaks fluently in French, English, and Spanish. Laurent has been invited to participate in numerous events sponsored by TEDx and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports. He's motivated me and many audience members across the country with his energetic and passionate keynote at annual conferences, trade shows, and fitness expos. Laurent inspired many to take a new approach to fitness and has been featured on national television such as Oprah, Dr. Oz, also on Elle Magazine, and numerous online and print publications. We are so lucky to have Laurent guide us today in this activity. So folks, get ready to move and join us. Laurent?
Thank you so much, Anna Marie. I gotta tell you, it's such a pleasure to be with you guys. ICIC is like family to me. I was part of the Atlanta cohort, and I went to the big conference in Boston a few years ago. So you guys are like family, and I hope you guys are ready today. And I want you to join me, okay? Because this is gonna be an interactive kind of session. I want you guys to join me. It's gonna be fun. All right, so what I wanna do is three different kind of blocks. The first block, we're gonna do some stretches and some exercise that you could do on a chair. You don't need any fancy equipment. Second block that we're going to do is going to be a trivia game where I'm going to ask you a few questions and then you're going to answer me, and that's going to test your knowledge on the human body. And the third block is going to be a question and answer where you could kind of ask me any questions you want in the fitness field. Are you ready, Anna Marie? Is everybody ready? All right. So one of the first stretches that I love to do every day is called the good morning. And this is a great way to stretch all your upper body muscles. You're going to take a deep breath. Bring those arms up. All the way up. And then exhale. Beautiful. Let's do that again. All the way up. Get that stretch. You feel those stretches on the lat muscles, the shoulders, and down. Perfect. Exhale. Let's do that 75 more times. I'm just kidding. One more time. Here we go. I scared you guys. All the way up and exhale. Beautiful. All right, so the next stretch that I want to do is something called the wiper. So basically the wiper starts the same way as a good morning, but this time you're going to do a little tilt to the side, just like that. You hold it there 2 seconds and bring it back in the starting position. Are you ready? Join me for this one. The wiper. Looks like a wiper in a car. Bring it to the side. Now you're feeling that stretch right here. Hold it there a couple of seconds. Bring it back to the center. Good. Let's do that on the other side. All the way up and stretch. Remember, you've been sitting for long periods of time. This is a great way to open up those muscles. Let's do that one more time on each side. Here we go. All the way up. How are you feeling, Anna Marie?
Oh, I'm feeling this one.
Hold it there. Perfect. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. All the way up and to the side. I'm telling you, the more you do those, the more limber you're going to be, the less problems you're going to have. All right, the next stretch that I want to show you is something called the trunk rotation, okay? So what I want you to have is I want to have your hands one close to the other with your arms straight. Now, what I want you to do is keep one arm straight and then just kind of rotate with one as far as possible out. Hold it there for 2 seconds, bring it back to the original position, and do the same thing on the other side. This is a great way to get really some rotation in the trunk and get that lower back to move sideways, right? This is something that you could also do sitting down. If you don't want to stand up, you could do it this way, right here, and bring the arm back. Hold it there 2 seconds.
For back, Laurent, is that right?
It's great for the back, right? Who hasn't had a back issue at least once in their life? Let's do that one more time. Bring it back, hold it there 2 seconds, and back. You don't have to go all the way like the girl in the Exorcist movie, right? Like you just bring it as far back as you can and bring it back to the original position. All right, now what we're going to do is something for the forearm. You know, everybody's texting, everybody's on the computer, all those muscles really get tight. So what I want you to do is I want you to have your arm straight, just like that. Keep your hand loose. With the other hand, I want you to put it on top of your fingers and just apply just a little pressure just back to feel the forearm stretch. Hold it there 2 seconds. And then release. Let's do it again. Nice.
Ooh,
feel that?
Mm-hmm.
And then release. Yeah, those muscles get tight. Let's do that one more time. Perfect. You're doing great. You don't have to yank your hand backwards. Just slight little pressure and back. All right, now let's do the same thing on the other side. You know, you don't want one side to be more jealous than the other. Again, loose and bring it back. Perfect, just like that. Really stretches those muscles in the forearms. Good, take it. Let's do that again. So hold those stretches about 2 seconds. 2 seconds should be fine. Let's do that one more time. And back. You're doing great, Anna Marie. How do you feel those forearms?
Oh,
feel
it feels
stretch?
amazing. And folks, if you're not
feels
doing
great, right?
out,
I'm telling you, you do that a few times a day, you're gonna feel so much better. All right, so now what I want to do is I want you guys to take the chair. All right, we're gonna do some chair stuff. So let me show you what we're gonna do first. So you're sitting over here, you know, we gotta work on the posture, right? Like sometimes we're just slouching, we're sitting down, we're working on the computer. This is gonna be a great stretch to open up the back. So you're gonna go down, reach forward, just like that. And then you're gonna bring those arms back and open it up. Reach forwards, stretch, and then bring those arms back, just like that. Good. Let me face you. I wanna face you, Anna Marie.
Oh, sorry.
No? There you go. No, it's me. I wanted to change position. Good. You stretch down, and then you open up. This is one of my favorite stretches to really open up the chest muscles, get those shoulders back, work on that posture. Good. Bring it back one more time.
This is so simple, but it feels incredible.
It is so simple, but yet it is so effective. And that's what people sometimes need to realize is that it doesn't take that much to really get the body going. All right, so now what I want to do is the hamstring. The hamstring is the back of the leg right here. What happens is most of us sit for long periods of time, right? We're at the office 8 hours a day, we're in the car. So our legs are kind of in this position. We want to elongate those muscles. So one of my favorite ones is, I'm going to show you from this angle, put your right leg, we're going to start with the right leg forwards, and now just reach towards your toes. Reach there, hold it there 2 seconds, and release. Just like that. Let's do that again. Go towards your toes, elongate those muscles. You don't want to feel pain. You just want to feel a nice little stretch, all right? I know some people are like, oh, the more it pulls, the better. No, it doesn't work that way.
Can you bend your knee here if you can't? You
could bend also your knee. Like obviously you lose a little bit, so that's why I like to have my knee straight. And you don't have to go as if this is the furthest you could go, then just go there. And the more you do this, the better it's gonna be and the easier it's gonna get. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, jealousy amongst body parts is a terrible thing. Perfect.
We're working on balance.
Beautiful. There you go. What was that?
We're working on balance, right?
Yeah. We're working on stretching, especially that hamstring muscle. Let's do that one more time. I hope everybody's doing it right now. I don't want to be me and Anna Marie alone here.
Exactly.
And back. Perfect. All right. So Anna Marie, what I want to do now is I want to show you a stretch for the piriformis. You know what the piriformis is?
I'm not going to guess. You tell us.
The piriformis is a deep muscle in the glutes, and what happens when that muscle gets really, really angry, and it does get angry when we sit for long periods of time, then you start having kind of pain shooting down the leg or almost like sciatica, right?
Yes.
Numbness. So there's an easy fix for that. Here's a great stretch that you could do that will alleviate that muscle. So you're going to put your right leg, let's say your right leg on top of the left knee, just like that, okay? Right here. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go towards the floor, just like that, as low as you can. Hold it there. That muscle that you're feeling, it's called the piriformis. If it hurts you, it means it's really angry. You're gonna hold it for 2 seconds, and then you're gonna sit back. How you doing over there? You feel that muscle?
Yes. Is this the figure four?
The figure four, exactly. So you're forming a figure four with your leg, and then you have one arm on either side, and just go as far down as you can, and hold it there. Perfect. Let's do the same thing on the other side. You want to repeat we're doing just 2 or 3 per side, but you want to do about 5 repetitions per side. It takes you less than a minute. And back. Perfect. And hold it down. Again, just hold it 2 seconds. You count to 2. 1, 2, and back. Let's do that one more time on this side. One side might be a little tighter than the other. 1, 2, and back. Perfect. All right. Now, lower back. Have you ever had some lower back issues, Anna Marie? Have you ever had your back lock up or whatever?
Especially from sitting and typing so many hours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who has it, right? So let me show you a great stretch that you could do that will help you out. I'm going to go into a 45-degree angle right here. All right. So you're going to open your legs over here and you're going to go down to the floor. Now your goal should be the palm of your hands flat on the floor. If you can't right now, that's fine. Just go as low as you're comfortable. Hold it there a couple of seconds and then bring it back up. Just like that. This is a great stretch for the lower back, and you should feel that lower back stretch as you go down. Oh my God, that feels so good. Ooh. Beautiful. And back. Nice. And this is something you could do anywhere, at home, at the office, on an airplane. Actually, I wouldn't do that on an airplane. People would think you're weird, you know? But that's okay. That's okay. You know? As long as you feel good, that's okay. And let's do that one more time. Hold that stretch a couple of seconds and bring it back. As I said, it takes really, literally a few minutes a day. You don't have to do all of them. You could choose 2 or 3 of those stretches that I just did, and it'll make you feel better. Now, a lot of people ask me, how could I work my core sitting down on a chair, right? So I'm going to show you now. Core is very important because if you have a weak core, then you tend to slouch more. You tend to put more pressure on the back. Core strength will help you keep that back straight. So you could sit on the chair. You could bring one leg up at a time. This is one way to do it, okay? If you're a beginner, just like that. You repeat that 10 times. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, you could do both legs together, okay? So you bring both legs up, hold it there a couple of seconds, and bring it down.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
Hold it there, and back. There you go. You don't have to hold it for an hour. A couple of seconds is okay. Now, if you want to be a show-off, you bring those arms up, and then you lift those legs up.
Okay, I'll try.
Show that to me, Anna Marie. There we go. Come on, bring it up. You know, you keep those arms up all the way. Good. Woo. Nice. You feel that core? Nice. So this is an easy way to work on your stomach while sitting on the chair. You don't have to go on the floor. Now, here's another great way to do it. You could sit on your chair and do a bicycle, okay? Do a bicycle motion. That's going to force your core to fire when you have your legs up in the air, just like that. So wow. give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes of that, Anna Marie. Give me 5 minutes. I'm just kidding with you. Put a little timer on your phone, 30 seconds a day, and tell yourself, you know what? I'm just going to do 30 seconds a day of some bicycle. The third one I want to show you is a scissor. So you're sitting down. You're going to do one leg over the other, like a scissor. One leg over the other. Bam, and bam. And again, just take it at your own pace. Whatever level you're at is something that you could do. Again, if you're a beginner, just start with one leg at a time and gradually go to the other side. All right? So what I want to do now, I want to do a little competition with you guys. All right? We're going to do the 3-pointer competition. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I got a little timer over here. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 3-pointer. 2 ways to do it. You could do it standing up like this, like a 3-pointer, like a basketball 3-pointer, or you could sit down and do it this way. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I want you to count how many 3-pointers you could do in 30 seconds, and then I want you to write the result in the chat box. Okay? And then Anna Marie is gonna see who's got the biggest number. 30 seconds on the clock.
Competitive
I'm going to do it
entrepreneurs.
So, 30 seconds, this motion, either sitting or standing. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go for it. Let's go. Good. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Go for it. Go for it. Let's go. Nice. So now all we're doing, we're working on the upper body. We're working on the core. We're getting that cardio going. We're getting so much, and we're having a little friendly competition. Let's go. You got 15 seconds left. Wow, your basket is all over the place there, Anna Marie, huh? There, it's there. It's okay. It's okay. Every ball goes into the basket.
A moving
3,
target.
2, 1. And time. Perfect. All right, I want everybody to write the results in the chat box. Let's see who won the competition. As you can see, Anna Marie, could you feel your heart rate up? You can feel the heart rate up? It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm so glad I'm wearing
30
this.
seconds. It gets your heart rate, it gets your arms. 30 seconds a day, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so great. All right, so we're gonna let those results come in. So what I wanna do now, Anna Marie, I'm gonna go to the second block. I'm gonna ask some trivia questions, just check your knowledge in how the human body works. And I want everybody to participate as well. I want to
Let me catch my breath first.
Isn't that amazing? 30 seconds, how it could get that heart rate going.
If I faint, folks, you'll know where to find me. All right, ready for the trivia, please.
All right, so here's the trivia, guys, and I want you to participate in this trivia. So one of those statements is true, okay? I'm going to give you 3 statements. One of those statements is true. Here's the number 1. You are taller in the morning. B, your brain is wired to make you live in the present. C, it takes 1,000 days to walk around the earth if you walk for 12 hours a day. All right, one of those is true. Which one is it, Anna Marie?
Wait, say that one
again.
more time.
A, you are taller in the morning. B, your brain is wired to make you live in the present. Or C, it takes 1,000 days to walk around the earth if you walk 12 hours a day. What do you think the correct answer is?
I'm gonna say A.
So A is you are taller in the morning. You are correct.
Yes.
You are correct.
I'm adding this to
by 1 centimeter. You are taller by 1 centimeter in the morning. So B, your brain is not wired to make you live in the present. It actually, you live in the past. So basically it takes 13 milliseconds for your brain to perceive images as it happens. So right now, we're seeing images that happen 13 milliseconds prior. So we live in the past. And then it doesn't take 1,000 days to walk around the earth. It takes 690 days to walk around the earth if you walk 12 hours a day.
Wow.
So it's not that bad. It's only 2 years, right? It's only 2 years.
No big deal. Tom Hanks.
All right, so here's another one. This is like A, B, or C. This habit can help you eat less. This habit can help you eat less. Which one is it? Is it A, kissing your spouse while you eat? B, disgusting, right? Watching television. Or C, using a big fork. This habit can help you eat less. Is it A, kissing your spouse while you eat, watching television, or using a big fork? What do you think it is, Anna Marie?
D, doing Laurent's chair exercises. No.
Where the heart rate is still going hard.
I'm going to say A.
Kissing. Well, we have a very interesting person over here, ladies and gentlemen. Kissing your spouse while you eat. Now, this is interesting. I like you, Anna Marie. I like that. But it is not correct, unfortunately. It is actually using a big fork helps you eat less. Apparently, according to the Journal of Consumer Research, taking bigger bites leads to eating less. Who knew?
I'm going to use my serving fork from now on.
Look at that. So big forks. All right, here's another one. If you want to be more alert, release stress, and reduce anxiety, you should A, play cards, B, chew gum, or C, binge on your favorite Netflix show. What do you think it is? If you want to be more alert, release stress, and reduce anxiety, A, B, or C, play cards, chew gum, binge on your favorite Netflix show.
D, do Laurent's chair exercise.
This is the go-to answer, right?
I'm going to say chew gum. That
You are
seems
correct.
irritating to me.
You are correct. It is exactly that. Chew gum. Again, very easy. All right, guys, here's one last one over here. Sleeping in a colder room helps you burn more weight. Is it true or is it false? Sleeping in a colder room helps you burn more weight. True or false, Anna Marie?
I know it helps me sleep better, so maybe I'll say true.
And you are correct.
Yes!
A temperature in a person's bedroom may help boost their weight loss. And according to the National Institute of Health, NIH, people who slept in 66-degree rooms or 19 Celsius burn 7% more calories while sleeping in a cold room than those sleeping in a warmer room. Is that incredible or what?
That is
Right?
That's an interesting fact. So time to
But the key is 66 degrees. It's chilly, but you burned more calories, right?
Well, it's 61 right now where I am, so I think I'm good.
Exactly. You say it's 60 in Long Beach right now. Now, let me ask you this. Did we get some results of the basketball challenge?
Yeah. How did you folks do? Let's see.
Did people put some results?
Let's take a look.
Are you able to see them? If you're not able to see them, that's fine. What I want to do right now is I want to open up the room. If anybody has any questions for a fitness guy, a fitness coach like myself, now is your time to ask them. It could be with what I talked about, or it could be anything else. You tell me if you have any questions. And Anna Marie, I don't know if you'll be able to see those questions and just read them to me.
We will see those questions in a moment. I do have a couple of questions for you, Laurent.
Yes.
How do you prevent injuries, especially for folks who are getting back into fitness? What are some of the tips that you have to preventing injuries?
Well, one of the things I always say to people that are, especially those who are starting out, is start slow, right? I know, our normal instinct is to go hard fast. Like you set a goal, you say, okay, I'm going to lose 100 pounds and I'm going to go crazy at the gym. I'm going to eat, just salad every night. That's not how it works. The best results happen with doing small little changes, right? Start small. Build your body. It doesn't happen overnight. Build your body slowly. Start with a little walk outside. Get those muscles stronger. Get more flexibility, mobility. Do a lot more, like the stretches I just showed. These are meant to elongate those muscles. Tight muscles are shorter muscles, right? And like when you start doing big moves, like at the gym, that's when the injuries kind of happen. So start small, do more flexibility, and just be patient. And just do whatever your body allows you to do. Don't do something just because you saw Jim, in accounting do it, and that you feel that you have to do it. Just do whatever you could do, and do something that you enjoy doing. And let me tell you, the possibilities are endless.
Yes, I think the idea of approaching it as play, like what you just said, that's a really great idea.
Very important.
Question. What is your personal favorite stretch move or stretching move?
Like the stretches that I just showed you today, literally, I'm not kidding. These are the stretches that I do myself on a regular basis. The back stretch when I go down, the piriformis, the figure four stretch, the good mornings. I mean, this is a stretch that we normally do. Like when we wake up, we bring those arms. We're naturally inclined to do this, to stretch all those muscles, right? These are some of my favorite stretches that I like to do. The hamstring stretch. I have very tight hamstrings. So the stretch I just showed you, when I sat and I leaned with my leg straight to my foot, that's one of the stretch that I do on a regular basis,
That wasn't just for the pros. You didn't have to modify too much, right?
No. These are the same stretches I do myself. And I don't call myself a pro, but these are the stretches I do myself. Like, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel and show some extravagant stretches. We don't need it. It always comes back to the basics. And these are the basics, and these are the ones that work. So why do something different?
I love that. Laurent, I have a question for you. I just love your enthusiasm, the energy that you bring. Every time we see you, you're just always so inspirational when it comes to the energy that you bring. How did you get started in fitness? Like what drew you to this?
That's a good question. I get that question often. For me, it was a personal experience. When I was a kid, I got very sick. I went from this energetic person, bouncing off the walls, driving my parents nuts, to a hospital bed with 50-50 chance of survival. And actually, as a matter of fact, the doctor went to my mom and he said, start praying because it's not looking good. That's how bad it was. And I remember I went from, again, that energetic kid to being stranded in a bed, hooked up to all those machines and those fluid bags and things like that. And I was going crazy because I don't like to just to do nothing. So we're getting close here to almost a month being in a bed, weak as hell. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to walk around the room. It wasn't a big room. And I said, I'm just going to walk to the bathroom, which was literally a few steps where I'm standing, where the screen, the TV screen is right now. I took those few first steps. I remember how wobbly my legs were because I didn't stand up. I didn't do any movement for so long. So I did that for a little while. Then after that, I went and I said, you know what? I'm just going to walk across the hallway. Again, I'm still in the hospital at that point. I walked to the hallway and I went back to my bed. The next day, I walked through the hallway and then back. And I did that every day, just a little bit more every day until the day I went through the door of the hospital. And, you know, and I say this, like, you know, I'm not joking when I say this. I think somehow that seed was planted in my brain because that's what saved me. Movement is what saved me. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you need to be in a hospital bed to realize that, but you need to know that movement that's all we need. That's all we need to feel great. So if I did that from almost being dead, just doing some movement saving me, imagine what it could do when you're feeling okay, but you could always feel better, right?
Right.
Imagine what it could do to you. So that's what, like, you know, I think was planted into my brain that I was going to teach everybody else how to do that and how simple it is. It doesn't take that much to really reap those benefits, you know. And I know a lot of people, you know, we watch social media and we watch all those kind of other people. They say, oh, I'm doing this workout and that workout. At the end of the day, it comes back to just simply moving your body. Whether it's just taking a simple walk around the block, you're going to feel better for that. That's guaranteed. You do that over and over, that little walk, that 5, 10, 15-minute walk will become 30 minutes, an hour walk. Then you'll say, you know what? Let me start doing maybe a little strength conditioning. And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I feel so good. Why am I going to eat that, right? And then your diet starts changing alone. You change your mind and your body will follow. That's the key over here. Change your mind. You don't change the body first. You change the mind, the mindset, and then the body will follow. And that's why I do what I do. Fork. And a giant fork, absolutely. So I'm not talking a fork this long, but a little bigger, a little bigger. I'm not talking about a fork like to pick up hay. I'm just talking about a bigger fork.
Well, thank you for your passion and for sharing this with us. We do have one more question here.
Sure.
This is, I think, a little more technical. I stand 12 to 16 hours a day and walk 12 miles a few times a week. What are the best stretches?
Yeah. So basically, a person that stands for long periods of time, their calves are going to be tight, their quads are going to be tight, their hamstrings are going to be tight, maybe their back are going to be tight. You know. So in this time, like, you have to make sure that you reinforce your core. You know, the exercise that I just showed you right here are great because you reinforce your core. That's going to keep your posture better, because if you stand for a long period of time and your core is weak, then you're going to start slouching. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your neck, on your shoulders. So having a strong core is going to help a lot. This one right here is a great stretch as well. All right. The hamstring stretch that we did, fantastic stretch. Another good stretch for the calves, like I said, is either the back of the chair or wall. You just go back, stretch those calves. Just like that, hold it 2 seconds and release, 2 seconds and release, and do the same thing on the other side. So these are some great stretches. Quads as well. A great way to do quads is you could go hold on something and kind of stretch your quad over here, because if you stand for a long period of time, those muscles are going to be tight, right? So these are stretches that I would recommend, especially if you stand for a long period of time. You want to make sure your core is strong, your posture is right, and those main muscles like the calves, quads, and hamstrings are nice and loose.
And I want to say good for you to that audience member who is already walking 12 miles a few times a week.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yes, absolutely. So, Laurent, you have the studio in DC. How else can people work with you? I know we have you on, you have a website as well, FlexPods.com. How are
FlexPodsStudios.com, but they could also reach me, like, you know, on my email, Laurent at Yala Fitness, YALA Fitness in one word.com. And it's my first name, LAURENT at YalaFitness.com. And anybody could just kind of send me some questions, and I'll be so happy to answer them. Like I said, ICIC is like family to me. So
Thank you so much. Yes, you are family to us. And again, really appreciate you leading us through this activity. And clearly, these very simple steps make a big impact. I'm still feeling that. So thank you.
And I hope,
so much.
and I want to make sure that everybody, at least, you take one simple stretch from today, even if it's one simple stretch, and make sure you do it on a regular basis. That's how you're going to start changing your mindset and feel better.
Wonderful. I mean, I didn't even know you could do bicycles on a chair. That exercise
Look at that.
Pretty intense. All right, folks. Well, thank you again so much, Laurent. We look forward to hearing more about what you're doing next in 2023 and to having you at perhaps some of the in-person events in the future.
Having me, Anna Marie. And it's such a pleasure to have everyone from the ICIC family joining us today.
Thank you.